Hello everybody, I hope you all will be in the best of your health and you all are enjoying your good and beautiful life and good weather. Today we will discuss about the formation of possessive case and its uses. So let's start our today's lesson. The possessive form is used with nouns referring to people, groups of people, animals and countries. The possessive case shows a relationship of belonging between one thing and the other. There are different rules to form possessive case. So let's dive into these rules for possessive nouns. The very first rule is for most singular and plural nouns that do not end in s, you can make them possessive by adding an apostrophe and s to the end of them. For examples, the puppy's collar is red. Aslam's car is comfortable. Ali's book will be published next month. See, in these examples, the puppy's collar, we add apostrophe and s to the word because it doesn't end an s. In the same way, Aslam's car, Ali's book. English has some words that are plural but do not have an s at the end. These irregular words are treated in the same way as if they are singular words. For examples, children's playground, sheep's tails, women's dresses. See, in these examples, the irregular plural words, children, sheep, women, they do not have an s at the end, so we add apostrophe plus s to these irregular plural words. If the irregular plural words do not end in s, we add apostrophe plus s to these irregular plural words, as we can see in these examples. If a singular noun ends in s, you can either add an apostrophe plus s to the end or just an apostrophe. Both are considered correct. The one you choose depends on how awkward the word sounds with an extra s. For example, the robber's house. There is an s at the end of the word, so we just add apostrophe to make it possessive. The robber's house. We can also add apostrophe plus s to this word, singular word, but when we add double s is already present and we add apostrophe plus s, the hissing sounds will sound awkward. So most of the grammarians say that only apostrophe should add if the singular word already has an s at the end, as Keats' poetry. Rule number 2. The second rule is add just an apostrophe to the end of plural nouns that already end in s. If the plural words have already an s at the end, we just add an apostrophe to make them possessive. For example, the company's workers went on strike. You need to clean out the horses' stalls. See, in these examples, the company's is plural word and it ends at an S. We only add apostrophe to make it possessive. In the same way, in another example, horses is a plural word. We add only apostrophe to make it possessive. If the plural words end at an S, we add only apostrophe to make them possessive. Rule number 3. Rule number 3 is compound words and hyphenated words can be tricky. Add an apostrophe plus S to the end of the compound words and to the last word in hyphenated nouns. For examples, my brother-in-law's house. My brother-in-law's house. See, we add only to the last word law. We didn't add with brother. My brother's-in-laws is wrong. My brother-in-law, because it is an hyphenated word, we only add to the final word la. My brother's law house. In another example, there is a compound word, the Pakistan Postal Service. It's a compound word, the Pakistan Postal Service. Services, we add apostrophe plus S to the last word service. Pakistan's Postal Services is wrong. Pakistan Postal Services stamp. Okay. Rule number 4 is you may be writing about two people, places or things that share possession of an object. If two or more nouns share ownership, indicate the possession only once and on the final noun in the group. Make sure to add apostrophe plus S to the last noun only. If more than two or more than two things or nouns have the same possession, then we add apostrophe plus S to only the last noun, last word or last thing. For example, Aslam, Akram and Ajmal's shop. It will be wrong if we add with Aslam and Akram and Ajmal. Aslam's, Akram's and Ajmal's shop is wrong because three persons, Ajmal, Aslam, Akram and Ajmal have the same possession. So same possession. So we will add only to the last noun Ajmal's shop. Aslam, Akram and Ajmal's shop. We will not add to all the words, to all the nouns. If the nouns have the same possession. The other rule is when two or more nouns indicate ownership, but ownership is separate, not the same. Each noun gets the apostrophe and S to indicate separate possession. If we add to all the nouns, to all the things, apostrophe and S, it means every person and everything and every noun has separate possession, not the same. As in the examples, Lucy's and Ricky's dressing rooms. We add apostrophe and S with Lucy and with Ricky. It means Lucy has separate dressing room and Ricky has separate dressing room. Both have not the same dressing room. So Lucy's and Ricky's dressing rooms. In other examples, Aslam's and Akram's shop. It means Aslam has a separate shop and Aslam has a separate shop. Both have separate shop. If both have the same, then we will add only to the final word, to the last noun apostrophe s. Okay, let's move to the uses of possessive case. Rule number 1 is the possessive case is used chiefly with the names of living things. The possessive case is used chiefly with the names of living things, with living beings. Examples are the lion's name, the minister's bodyguard, the king's palace, minister's bodyguard. See, all these nouns are living things, living beings. So we add apostrophe and s to all these living beings. Rule number 2 is the possessive case is not normally used with the names of lifeless objects. If the things are non-living being, if the things are lifeless, then we will not add apostrophe and s to these things. We can structure with of. We add of to show their possessions. For example, the leg of table. Table's leg is wrong. The leg of table is broken. The cover of book is bright, is red. The book's cover is red, wrong. The cover of book, because these nouns are lifeless objects, book and table. We do not use possessive apostrophe and s with the non-living things, with the lifeless objects. We normally add apostrophe plus s to make them possessive only with living beings, living things. Rule number 3. The possessive case is often used with the names of personified objects. We use with personified objects the possessive case as in examples: nature's law, fortunate's favorite, at wit's end. All these, nature, fortunate, wit, all these are personified objects. So we use with personified objects. We use possessive case with the personified objects. The rule number 4 is the possessive case is also used with nouns denoting time, space and weight. All the nouns that denote time, space and weight, we use possessive case. As an examples of in a year's time, it denotes time, a day's work, duration, a pound's weight. Rule number 5 is the possessive case of proper noun denoting a trade, profession or relationship can often be used to denote a building or place of business. For examples, she has gone to baker's, means baker's shop. We add possessive, we add apostrophe and s to baker because it is denoting a profession or trade place. Today we are dining at Aslam's. Same way, Aslam is a place, Aslam's house means Aslam's house. Today we are dining at Aslam's house. So we add apostrophe and s. If you find any query, if you find any confusion in today's lesson, you may ask. Your question will be welcomed. Thank you very much.